Boxing fans, how's everybody doing? It's Chris Robinson. First off, man, let me say, I got you guys' feedback. I know when I've been doing these audio interviews, they've been a little choppy because, I've been playing the audio back into the recorder. It doesn't sound as perfect. You guys gotta bear with me though. What you don't realize behind the scenes, I'm working on getting the videos a lot sharper, being able to transfer the audio to the desktop and all that stuff. So in the next coming months and stuff, weeks, the video is gonna be sharper. So you guys just gotta give me time and bear with me, man. Um, but what I do have for you now, I talked to North Philadelphia's Naazim Richardson, known best for his work, with Bernard Hopkins, Shane Mosley as well. He always has great quotes about stuff. I got his take on the Manny Pacquiao Tim Bradley drama. You might be interested in what he has to say. But here is my conversation with Naazim.
Hey, what's going on, brother?
Not much. Do you have a moment to talk?
I got a moment to talk. What's happening?
Manny Pacquiao-Tim Bradley fight. Just curious. Everybody's talking about it. What were your thoughts on the fight?
The Manny Pacquiao-Tim Bradley fight, I really believe it's the first time that you saw 24/7 influence the fight.
Really?
You saw 24/7 influence the fight, and we saw what we come to believe is politics. One is, the fight was closer than the commentators were commenting on.
Mm-hmm.
The fight was closer than that. Timmy was in the fight.
Right.
But Timmy's body language and his corner response, I understood it. The corner was urgent because they didn't think, we went close fights before. The Marquez fights were closer.
Mm-hmm.
And Manny got the decision in each one of those, and nobody raised a hoot and a hell of hot water about it. But I know Marquez is somewhere taking things off the wall right about now. But
Go ahead.
but Bradley is such a good dude that as much as people always tell about it, he's such a great personality and such a great person, a great human being. It is almost like there's not too much hell to be raised from the public's point of view. They'll say, hey, it was a robbery, but, this guy didn't hate enough. And they'll feel some kind of way about it, But fair is fair. And I'm a Bradley fan. I've known him since he was about 10 years old. If anybody deserves a break, that kid deserves a break. I'm happy to see his family and, watch this. He is the epitome of hard work. He's that story of hard work. I said, we just keep the amateur tournament, and he lost a close one. And he was like, dang, I said, well, I'm going to get a break, man. I said, son, keep punching that. We just all came put at the table at the same time.
Got you.
Me and she can't get a break. I feel bad for Manny because he put the work in, and he probably took the more rounds. But body language on Timmy made us even more so think that Manny was that much far ahead. And I don't think Manny was that far ahead.
Got you. And what was seemed to be a point maybe from the second round on to the mid rounds where Pacquiao where his speed gave him an edge, and to where Bradley was getting tagged a little bit and people were oohing and ahhing. And what were your thoughts just on the way that people felt Pacquiao was really kind of starting to pick up the tempo in the early rounds and take control?
I feel Pacquiao picked it up. I think Pacquiao took the edge, but he never took control.
Okay.
He never, no one ever controlled the bout.
Okay.
Like I said, if Tim Bradley's body language would have just been different, the fight would have seemed more competitive. Tim shrugged his shoulders, started walking to the corner, and the lackadaisical state like, oh, I lost. You know what I mean? Like, his body language showed you more than what was actually happening. Then naturally the commentators chimed in. They get so excited. Pacquiao can excite you, but sometimes, especially when you're in a neutral position, you have to really control yourself watching Pacquiao because it reads you here to do down. Pacquiao, no, he's not doing that much. He's not doing that much, partner. He's getting something done, but it's not that big a thing. It's just when we watch somebody else do the exact same thing, we don't be hearing all that in Holland.
Gotcha.
But he brings an audience and he brings that kind of electricity. There's people who just have a presence. They have a presence on screen. They have a presence when you meet them. And those people has that energy about it, you know what I mean? We got a tendency to gravitate and start seeing what he's doing opposed to what other people are doing.
Gotcha. And
I mean, it makes good for a second fight.
Gotcha.
You know, Bradley will fight Mayweather. Bradley will fight anybody. Bradley will fight Klitschko. The numbers are right.
Got you. And Tim Bradley said in the fight that he broke his foot, like his ankle was sore. Do you feel that legitimately could have affected his performance, or do you think people are making too much out of that injury? What are your take on that?
When your ankles, it starts from the bottom. So when your ankle is your foot. I don't know. I might start sounding like I'm singing the song for these guys because I knew Shane's foot was messed up. I really wanted a few people who believe David Haig's foot was messed up because of some of his other performances. And I believe when a guy messes up the bottom, there's no wheels on the car's not going nowhere.
Yeah.
That's for damn sure. Yeah, I mean, so I don't know how much you can make out of it. You know, Pacquiao is spectacular little dude. So, you know, you can't deny so much about it, but I don't take nothing with it. Davey don't strike me as an excuse maker, but anything can happen when we get in a situation of that magnitude. You know what I mean? The greatest, toughest guy in the world will come up with an excuse to justify.
Gotcha.
So whatever it is, you got to get past it. We've seen other bad decisions. There's a lot of Lara can still hoop and holler. I mean, the losses on your record. There's nothing we can play in the rule book, but we got to keep it moving and do it again. Shit, I know Tim ain't got no problem doing it again. Pacquiao shouldn't have no problem doing it again. And but one thing I would comment to you, Chris, and like I said, you got to read it because I don't read articles. My son's reading them and they get them too, so a lot of times I do the interviews and then I miss the damn interview myself when I read it.
Okay.
But the one thing I do want to go on record on is, as far as the Mayweather Pacquiao fight, now usually people ask me about it, I'm commenting on it first. As far as the Mayweather fight, the dynamics in that fight have already changed. Now we're dealing with older men.
Right.
So no matter what happens in that fight now the question will forever rise again. What would have happened 5 years ago?
Mm-hmm.
And when you see Roy and Bernard young, you gotta go with Roy. Roy and Bernard senior, you gotta go with Bernard.
Mm-hmm.
This is the avenue we're crossing into with Mayweather and Pacquiao. What we're crossing into is what would have happened when they were younger? What would have happened who's mechanic more in order than the other guy? Who works off of just natural talent? Who's working off of learned behavior? Learned behavior lasts longer than natural ability.
Got you. And
run fast, I said we're gonna run fast for most of our life, but we remember the ABCs stand all our life.
True. And just getting back to the judges, there's been a lot of backlash. Do you feel, to those saying, that maybe the judges were just kind of inept in their own ways, or do you feel that there was possible corruption? I mean, what's your take on the judges' cards?
The judges' card, I can't speculate on it because one is I've still got to knock the ground. We axe the ground. The way it's forward going back to the Jermaine Taylor fight.
Okay.
Yeah, I hear he teaches judges, so I'm like, wow.
Mm.
But I will give this much to the judges from the little judges I've done in the amateur. You can watch a fight on different sides of the ring and actually see a whole different fight. I've done it.
Okay.
I watched a fight from one side of the ring judging it, and I saw one thing, and I went and watched it on tape from another side of the ring and saw a whole different fight.
Okay. Got you.
So it can happen. I'm not giving anybody an excuse. You're responsible for doing the right thing. And the combination of these guys' hard work, you're responsible to record it accurately. So that's the job you take on. That's like a guy taking on a job being a fighter. Say, oh, I got punched in the face. Hey, man, shit, that's the job you took on.
Right.
You signed up to get punched in the face.
True. And I just going to ask, Bob Arum, he had said after the fight he's not sure if the public would be receptive to a rematch. Do you feel we might be seeing a fourth fight between Pacquiao and Marquez and that he'll angle Bradley another direction? What do you think about the future of Bradley and Pacquiao?
I think they need to have the rematch because rematch fight. I think the rematch could do either guy. Could be beneficial to either guy. You know what I mean? Unless from a business standpoint, if you got both of these guys, you don't need a rematch. Because Pacquiao is going to be Pacquiao. You can still sell him. Pacquiao can fight me tomorrow and you can sell it. And now that you got Bradley with a win over Pacquiao, you can go in another direction and sell him too. So you from a business standpoint, it doesn't make sense to put them back together. If I had business interests in both of them, I wouldn't want them back together. I'd run with both of those.
Gotcha.
One guy got the actual win. One guy hasn't lost any knack on there. There's no knack left on him because he's still his credibility. So it's a win-win situation from a business standpoint.
Gotcha, man. Well, thanks a lot. Great.
Marquez, I picked Marquez in all 3 fights. I thought he won all 3 fights.
Wow, okay. Gotcha, man. Well, thanks a lot. Great insight, Naazim. I always appreciate it, man.
Alright, man, there you guys had it. Like I say, man, right now the audio a little bit rough because, you know, I'm just talking to these guys over the phone and then putting the recorder up to the camera here. Soon I'll get all the, you know, software equipment I need to where I just download it to the desktop and it'll be a lot smoother. But for now, I at least want to get something up there so that you guys can, you know, decipher what he had to say. What I found interesting about Naazim, he said, you know, if he was promoting them, he would angle them in different directions. Bob Arum might be doing that. Maybe he'll go with a 4th fight with Marquez. And if that happens, who knows what happens for Bradley. But anyways, thanks a lot for stopping by, and I'll have more news for you soon.